Hey everyone, welcome back. Picture a world where broken hearts wear bright smiles and shadows lurk beneath every laugh. Meet Azalea, an unforgettable oddball with a wild mind and a fearless tongue. Opposite her stands Gray, a tattooed enigma with a dangerous edge that makes her question everything. Their story is raw, unfiltered, and wrapped in moments that sting and sizzle. Buckle up for a journey through cracked souls, sharp words, and a fiery connection you won't forget. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Letter 3DF, Gray letter 3DF. It's absolutely pitiful how I am when she's not around. Ridiculous. I've never jerked off this much in my entire fucking life. It's pathetic. My right arm's definitely getting stronger than my left, I'm sure of it. And here I am, thinking about jerking off to the image of her naked when I should be focusing on the massive house we're about to enter. The longer I go without seeing her, the worse I feel. It's been 2 fucking days since I last saw her. I'm fucking dying. We've talked, yeah, fuck that, I need to see her. Today we barely even talked for real. Whatever the fuck she's doing has her busy. I'm busy too, but does that stop me from reaching out? Fuck no, it doesn't. Now about 4.5 hours away in the far southwestern corner of Tennessee, basically Memphis, we roll up to the old, rundown 18th century mansion. Shit's piling up. A trafficking house, the worst kind of shit we're assigned to handle, and I haven't seen my favorite fucking person in 2 days. I'm about to lose it. Of all the shitty people on this shitty earth with its 7 billion inhabitants, she's the only one who can drown out the shitty thoughts. Speeding past all the lame, stupid chit-chat with the asshole who owns the place, I'm finally free to knock his teeth out when he accidentally bumps into me. I almost don't want to touch him just from the way he fucking smells. I didn't think anyone could buy cologne that smelled that bad. And to layer it over his BO, come on, motherfucker. Where are they at? Jai glares at the guy who now holds his fucked up nose. Bored, I glance at my phone again. She hasn't even read my texts. I grit my teeth and shove the phone back into my pocket. Who? The crusty fuck still refuses to answer. I step on his hand. He squeals like a pig, fucker. Where are your workers and where are the girls? Jai demands. This top floor is deserted so far. No sign of anyone, but they're definitely here. Sanford has never pointed us in the wrong direction, even if he's dumber than a box of fucking rocks. It's like you're just asking to get punched in the face again, Jai rolls his eyes. The guy quickly shakes his head. The girls are in the basement, he finally exhales. My guys aren't here today, it's their day off. I swear, I promise. Fucking idiot. Oh my gosh, really? Jai gasps. There's no basement, you idiot, we know that. Does this guy really think we just stroll into houses without knowing the floor plan basics? That's what drugs do to you. It's fucking ridiculous that the word drugs even makes me think of Azalea. 2 long-ass hours later, he finally breaks down. After I've broken both his hands, each finger, and 2 of his motherfucking toes. Do I have to go first? Maxon whines like the little shit he is. Your ass is the biggest. We're here to shove you down in case you get stuck, Link says with a smile. Maxon's jaw drops open. He's not exactly huge. His mama just has a reputation for feeding him and his brothers carbs. It's not my fault carbs go straight to my ass. He rolls his eyes. Straight to your mom's too, Theo bites his lip. Are you seriously gonna talk about my mama right now? Your mom's hot, Theo deliberately gets under Maxon's skin. When I get out of this fucking hole, I'm going to kill you, Maxon glares. Hurry up and get your ass down there, Roman rolls his eyes. Maxon lowers himself into the hole in the floor at the back of a closet inside one of the house's bedrooms. According to the owner, this is the entrance to the hideout. One after another, we all jump down. I'm scared, Theo mutters as it's his turn. The guy's terrified of his own shadow. Get your ass down there before I shove you, I say, giving him a push. But I don't know what's down there, it's just a black hole, he retreats from the opening. You idiot, 5 of us are already down here, Jai calls down. Oh shit. Snake, Link yells out, just kidding, you bitch, get down here, he adds. I'm scared of the dark, Theo mumbles. I step forward and shove him down before I follow. You could have lost a man right there, he tells me once I'm below. Not much of a man, Link mocks, nudging me. I shoot him a look for touching me and he steps back. This dude hates being touched so much, I don't even know how he has a girlfriend. Focus, Jai hisses. I get it, but focus. We shine our flashlights on the massive iron door that keeps everyone out of the hideout. I pull out the key the owner gave us, insert it, and turn. Theo sneezes. Can you shut the fuck up? God, Theo, idiot. Theo, goddamn. Dumbass, learn to shut up. I'm allergic to dust, he protests. I slowly push the door open, barely any sign of life inside. I swing it wide and we enter quietly. The large main room is scattered with rotting chairs and couches, with even a couple of poles in the center. No workers in sight. That probably means more busts like this are coming. We survey the empty space until Jai spots a hallway. We cautiously move down it, passing more than a dozen doors lining both sides. Spread out, I order, gesturing toward the doors. I grab the handle closest to me and slowly push it open, stepping inside. I sweep my light around and spot a small cluster of 3 girls huddled in the corner. I locate the light switch near the door, and just before I flick it on, another girl, one I hadn't seen, lunges at me. She's likely malnourished, and I quickly switch the light on. She lashes out, kicking, punching, even trying to bite. I don't blame her, I can only imagine what she's been through. Still, I hate being touched. Don't touch them. She shouts, how about you don't touch me? I mutter, maybe a bit harshly, I just don't like being touched no matter who it is. Except Lila, for reasons I'm not clear on. Do whatever you want with me, but leave them alone. She yells. I pry her off and she lands on her feet before me. Please, she pleads, they're too young. I'm here to help. I try my best helpful tone, though usually I'm not the one who should be talking on these busts. It's obvious I don't come off as approachable or nice. At all, help, a quiet voice from the corner asks. No, don't listen to him, she turns to the others. They've promised that before. I'm not going to hurt you, I say firmly. We work with the FBI, I explain. We're here to help you. The brown-haired girl standing before me considers my words carefully. It's clear she struggles with deep trust issues, and I can understand why. I think he's okay, Raven. A girl approaches from behind her. I believe him. He doesn't look like them. I almost want to thank her for implying I don't resemble a greasy-haired drug addict. Raven nods in agreement. Girls, it's safe, she tells the others gathered in the corner. I glance over and spot a redhead and a light blonde, far too close in shade to Lila's blonde. My heart sinks. The smaller girl reminds me of Lila as well. She hasn't texted me back all day. I hurry to the girl and grab her arm, spinning her to face me. She gasps, her brown eyes meeting mine instead of green. A wave of relief unlike any I've felt before washes over me. I thought you were someone else, I say, releasing her. She looks relieved too. That scared me far too much. I lead the way back to the main room where all the girls are being asked for their names, birthdays, and other details. We spend hours gathering information on all 56 girls in the hideout. With each passing second, my restlessness grows. My mind is a mess. The more I think about it, the more absurd it seems that she could be here in this place. But it isn't impossible, especially with the dim lighting making their hair look similar. I realize just how clingy I am. God, I want her so badly, I'm completely vulnerable. On the road again, Theo sings as we pile into the SUV. I take the passenger seat, my knee bouncing up and down. You all right? Roman asks from the driver's seat. Just get me home, I say, picking up the scrunchie I'd tossed carelessly onto the dashboard earlier. For 4 hours, I nervously fiddle with it. It doesn't help that my phone died 10 minutes into the ride. I'm in deep. At 8 in the morning, I finally arrive home. I shower while my phone charges, and as soon as I have my pants on, there's a knock at the front door. When I open it, Lila stands there, the most worried expression on her face. I've been up all night worried about you, her voice trembles. I pull her inside, scoop her up, and hold her close. She always smells so incredibly good. She hugs me back just as tightly, not knowing why she just does. I missed you, she whispers softly. I pull my head from her neck and kiss her lips 4 times. I slam the door shut behind me and carry her to our room. She insists I wait for Bear to come in too, and I'm not one to refuse when she uses that tone. What have I become? Once Bear is inside, I close the door and lay her on the bed. I pause for a moment to admire her small pajamas before settling in between her legs. She says she's crushed but will be fine. As if there was anywhere I'd always want to be, it's right here. Are you okay? She asks softly, running her hand through my damp hair. I only nod. Were you up all night? In Memphis, I answer. Your texts woke me at 3 in the morning, and I haven't been able to sleep since. I got scared when you didn't answer, she explains. Fear gripped me when I caught sight of your damn look-alike inside that trafficking house. I'm sorry, I whisper, sliding my hand up beneath her shirt. SHH, it's all right, let's just sleep, she murmurs weakly, her voice shaky. I lean in, watching her eyelids flutter closed before planting a gentle kiss on her temple and letting myself drift off. Azalea, I love you, I softly confess to Gray, who still rests with his head right on my chesticles as he sleeps. Yeah, it might sound silly telling him I love him while he's unconscious, but I need the practice. If I'm leaving, I don't want to go without saying those 3 words. According to Google Maps, I'll be moving 5 hours away. 5 long hours. For the last 2 days, I've been helping Mom pack everything, all while subtly trying to hint that she should find a place closer. She never caught on, maybe I'm overthinking it. Probably I take this relationship way more seriously than Gray does. I'm not sure he'd care all that much about me moving away, but I definitely would. And I can't leave Mr. Tarip nor Gray for that matter, or Bear. Oh gosh, Bear, maybe I could just drive back here every other day or every 2 days, though that would eat up a lot of gas money, which I don't have. Plus, Gray's often busy. He probably wouldn't want to endure a 5 hour drive to see me, or my boobs, I sigh quietly. I love you so much, I whisper again. He hums, and my eyes almost pop out. I was just talking to myself, I say, carefully keeping it from sounding like a question. On the bright side, there've been times when Gray has caught me talking to myself. He just rolls with it. I don't even know how he puts up with me, since sometimes I can't even handle myself. Slowly, he lifts his head off me, and I draw in deep breaths of fresh air. Then he grabs my arm and pulls me upright. I nearly rocket into orbit. Honestly, it feels like he's daring me to karate chop his jugular. Quiet game, ready, go, I declare and immediately clamp my mouth shut. I head into the bathroom and start brushing my teeth. I can keep quiet if there's something in my mouth, that's what she said. Oh no, that sounds like I'm talking about something nasty. Maybe not nasty exactly, but I have no clue what I'm even saying. Gray follows and does the same. I deliberately take my time brushing my hair 1 strand at a time, nice and slow. The more focus I have, the less likely I am to start babbling. I take this game seriously. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Gray picking up my phone. I ignore it, guessing he might snap a pic of his muscles so I can obsess over it later. But he sets the phone down and suddenly music blares from the speaker. My jaw drops and he gives me a smirk. He's cheeky. Leaning close, he scrunches his nose mockingly just like I do sometimes. My heart swells knowing he remembers the name of one of my favorite songs. Okay, sure, maybe it's because I play it on repeat, but still he remembered and that genuinely tickles my willy. I hold my laughter in as long as I can. She's my cherry pie, I belt out, embracing my pathetic self. I throw my hand back and deliver a solid smack on Gray's booty. Oh yeah, I imitate the Kool-Aid man. What did you have to see your mom for? He turns his body toward me. I glance down at my hands. Are they useless or what? Does he not feel anything in his booty cheeks? I hit him hard, so why on earth isn't he reacting? Any response like, ouch Azalea, you hurt my booty would do, but it's as if I didn't touch him at all. Buns of steel. What you say? I barely catch his words. I think I need to squeeze his butt. Why did you have to see your mom? He asks again, okay, how should I approach this? First, I want to tell him I love him before I tell him I'm moving. And second, definitely not inside a bathroom. Has anyone ever told you that you have a wonderful little smile? I look up at him, smiling. I could tell the funniest joke in the world, as I always do, and his lips would still turn up at the corners. I laugh enough for both of us, laughing at my own jokes just for him. No, he replies, unimpressed. How can someone not appreciate his little smiles? They're amazing. Well, they should have, I say as I wander out of the bathroom and away from him. I flop onto the living room floor with Bear, giving him a good belly rub as he dramatically rolls over. I'm really going to miss Bear. He's family now, and I love Gray. I wipe my sweaty palms on my leggings fabric, staring out the window, watching the trees blur past as we drive through the Smokies. What if he doesn't love me back? We reach our spot, Gray takes off the Jeep's top, and we both recline our seats, gazing up at the stars. Gray, we're stargazing, I say softly, smiling, just like in the movies. But unlike those movies, I have no idea what I'm actually looking at. Usually there's a character who knows where the Milky Way is. If we were in my car, my Milky Ways would be in the glove compartment, because sometimes I need a snack. I glance at him, hoping to catch his celestial profile, but he's looking at me already. I smile. Am I missing my earring? I ask, moving my hand to my ear. It's not missing, he says nothing. Excuse me, are you using your selective mutism on me? I fold my arms and raise an eyebrow. See, Mir, he gestures to his lap. You want me to climb? Yes, so fucking come on, he cuts me off. I scrunch my nose at him, crawl over the whatever it's called thing between us, and finally settle on his lap. His arms wrap around my lower back as he leans up a little. I press a soft kiss to his lips. His hand slips beneath my shirt, fingers tracing softly along my back. He quickens the pace, kissing with more urgency. Emotions rise in my throat, partly because my period's about to start and partly because I'm so sad. Why can't I have this one thing? It's all I want. I can't be happy when I have to leave him. Why can't happiness last more than a few hours? I wrap my arms around him, pulling myself as close as possible. He bites my bottom lip teasingly. I feel his little smile. I'm on the verge of tears. I don't want to lose that smile. I don't think I could. Even if it's a small smile, I can't bring myself to let go. He pulls back just briefly and kisses my cheek. His lips meet mine again, this time in a gentle, tender kiss, slow and soft, never harsh. One hand slides higher up my back while the other settles beneath my jaw, his thumb resting lightly on my cheek. After some moments, he pulls away. I watch him catching his breath, his chest rising and falling. Damn, he murmurs, I need a fucking breather after that. I study his lips as that familiar smile reappears. My chest tightens and an overwhelming feeling surfaces. I love you and I'm leaving you. I blurt out both truths I've been holding inside. God, help me, please. Diamond, 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 diamond suit. Thanks for reading. Next chapter coming soon. Azalea, I cover my mouth with my hands, regretting how I blurted it out. I never intended to say it so abruptly. I was supposed to break the news gently. I had actually rehearsed it, but all of that practice went straight into the mother-freaking dumpster because I'm an idiot. He stops moving completely. No words, no movement. I hate myself for dropping both bombshells on him at once. Just a few hours ago, I was anxious about him not loving me back when I should have been worrying about whether I'd spill everything all at once. You're leaving me? He asks softly. My heart races, not the kind of racing it does when he kisses me, but the kind that hurts. I don't deserve Gray, all I do is hurt him. My phone buzzes at the absolute worst moment. I read a text from Mom asking me to come home and help finish packing things in the garage. I slide off him and go back to my seat. Gray stays silent. I'm so sorry. I need to go home, I whisper. He starts the car and drives, the deafening silence suffocating me. I keep staring out the window, clueless about what to say to ease either of our pain. Yeah, Gray, I really love you, but I'm leaving for real, I'm not joking. I doubt he believes it. I am leaving. It is what it is, and there's no controlling it. Did he catch the part where I said I love him or not? What the fuck did I do to make you leave me? He suddenly asks as we turn onto my street. It's not like that, I say softly, shaking my head. He pulls into my driveway. Then what is it, Azalea? I nearly flinch when he says my name. I don't have a choice, Gray, I admit quietly. Yeah, you don't have a fucking choice. Are you messing with me? Gray, please don't do this, I sigh, rubbing my temple. The stress is overwhelming. I'm about to fake passing out. Don't do what? Tell you not to fucking leave me? He's glaring, but I refuse to meet his eyes. I make a terrible choice and get out of the car. I know it's a bad idea when I hear him follow me. Don't fucking walk away from me. He grabs my arm, spinning me back toward him. What the fuck is this? He points at the for sale sign, now marked with a red sold. We're leaving, I say, biting my trembling lip. What? Gray, I don't have a choice. So you're not leaving me, leaving like breaking up? His eyebrows knit together, the anger fading a bit. No, I thought you knew that. I furrow my brows. What the fuck? You said you were leaving me, his jaw tightens. I am leaving, I say, confusion growing. Are we both fucking dumb? What the fuck is going on? He presses his hand to his forehead. I'm not dumb, you're dumb. I scrunch my nose at him. I'm moving to Kentucky, I explain, and he instantly looks unhappy again. No, he says simply. What does he mean by no? What do you mean no? I wasn't asking. I grab my forehead. That's too far from me. You can't go, he shakes his head as if I could control the situation. Gray, I don't have a choice, I stress. He throws his arms up. You act like I don't have a place, you can stay with me. He rolls his eyes and my eyes widen. We're ready for that. I always thought couples weren't supposed to move in together until they got engaged. I don't know, I whisper. What if he ends up resenting me because we're together all the time? What do you mean you don't know? Do you want to move to Kentucky? His expression darkens again. No, of course not. Here's all I understand. Everyone I consider a friend is here, and I feel like it'd be awful to relocate somewhere new. Especially with my social difficulties, my quirks, and all that. Sure, there are bad memories here, quite a few actually, but there are also good ones, really great ones. I can't just leave everything behind, especially Gray. Then move in with me, he says, nodding. I bite my lip, still uneasy about the idea that living together might make him start to dislike me. I don't think you'd enjoy being around me all the time, I admit honestly. Shut up, he insists. Why would you think I wouldn't want to be around you? Well, you don't like people, I start, and he cuts me off, throwing his hands up in frustration. Because they aren't you, I watch as his vexation builds. This doesn't add up. Am I really that clueless? Wait, so you want me to live with you? Yes, he answers without hesitation. My heart swells. I'd never considered living with Gray. It seemed so out of reach that it wasn't even on my radar. And I certainly wouldn't have dared ask him. That would be like showing up uninvited to someone's birthday party. Oh my gosh. I exclaim, it'd be like a sleepover every single night. We've known each other for 4.5 months. I pray this won't blow up in my face like everything else has. Let me ask my mom, I say. You're an adult, you can make your own choices. He reminds me, I don't view myself as an adult yet. I mean, I'm no longer a kid, I get that, but I think it feels right to discuss major decisions. Right, I reply weakly. He just rolls those gorgeous eyes of his. Did he catch that I told him I loved him? Are you sure you want to go through with this? She asks. I smile and nod. I thought you might want to get away too. I didn't mean to try to take you away from everyone, she says apologetically. I understand, I say, pulling her into one of my famous hugs. You need to get away from everything. Gray walks by and I smack his butt playfully. Did Mom see that? Good, now she knows he's my B word. I'm sorry for everything, she says again, but I shake my head. She's already apologized 20 times. Mom, it's okay, I promise. And you don't need help packing the rest of your things? She inquires and I shake my head. I'll have Gray carry all of it, I grin mischievously. And if he refuses, I swear the only name I'll call him all day will be Cutie. Okay, she sighs, tears welling up slightly. I'll see you soon, I love you. That's the first time I've heard those words directed at me in a long time. I love you too. Be safe and send me pictures once you're settled. She hugs me tightly and we linger in our embrace for a moment. She pulls away, climbs into her car, and drives off toward Kentucky. I watch until the car disappears from view. Are you ready, Gray? I walk up to the front porch where he's waiting for me. You better pull on your working britches 'cause you're about to work, I say, giving his butt another playful slap for good measure. I open the door and step inside. Just as I turn around to close the door behind Gray, his really big hand smacks down on my butt. Am I okay? I cover my mouth with my hand. Does that hurt his hand? It has to. I figure I need to start working out and lifting weights because the difference between our butt smacks is just insane. It feels like my cheek isn't even attached anymore. It's probably lying on the floor somewhere. He gently grabs my arms and pulls me close, a small smile tugging at the corners of his lips. He slides his hand onto my sore cheek. You feel it? He asks. I nod. Then you're fine. You're a fresh pile of cow poop, I tease, poking his chest. I step back, my eyes still locked on him with a glare. I head upstairs. Well, technically Gray pushes me up the stairs from behind because my butt really hurts. That's what she know, oh my. I burst into my room and make a beeline for my wild closet that still needs to be packed into boxes that can be moved easily. So I start. Gray, isn't this shirt so cute? I forgot I even had it, I say, holding up a light blue off-the-shoulder shirt and showing him. I've never seen someone look so unamused in my life. Don't look at me like that, I scold, grabbing a flip-flop from the bottom of my closet and chucking it at him. He doesn't even flinch as it misses and hits the wall behind him. Oh, so now you're making fun of me? I raise my eyebrow at him. He's about to get what's coming to him. I'd be so nice if you needed help going through your closet. All your clothes are black, I grumble. You need some color in your life, sugar. I pick up the biggest t-shirt I own. It's pale yellow and who knows, maybe that's his color. Try this on, I hand it to him. His upper lip curls in displeasure and I roll my eyes. Don't curl that lip at me, Gray, I say, scrunching my nose. It's too small, he mutters. Hush, no it's not, put it on, I command, pointing at it. He stands and pulls off his shirt. I sigh happily. Maybe I don't really want him to put on the shirt, I just want to see him bare-chested. He slips the yellow shirt over his head and his strong arms barely fit inside. I bite my lip to stop a smile when I realize the shirt really doesn't fit him. It's too tight, too short, though it does an awful lot of favors for his muscular frame. Yet his face looks unhappy and almost pitiful. Now I'm not saying yellow isn't his color, but yellow feels too cheerful a color. It just doesn't suit him either in looks or personality. You look so handsome, I say, pulling him in front of the mirror. His body stays tense and I slap my forehead. It's okay, I murmur, wrapping my arms around him and he relaxes a bit. Then there's a ripping sound. I pull away and see the fabric on his right shoulder has torn. I told you it was too small, he shrugs, and it tears a little more. After the tragic demise of my shirt, we begin packing up all my stuff into boxes. Gray never put his shirt back on, and I'm loving every minute of it. And there was the sight of his silver chain hanging around his neck. Who would have guessed that could be so appealing? Honestly, Gray has already packed half of my room, and here I am, getting all excited discovering things I'd completely forgotten I owned. Like when I found a wobbly, rubbery yardstick. Had I forgotten I owned it? Absolutely. Did I actually need it? Your guess is as good as mine. Did I repeatedly whack Gray with it? Without a doubt, until he snatched it away and tossed it outside my room. Gray held me when I nearly broke down in tears after I stumbled upon one of Jake's old t-shirts, and he rolled his eyes as I bounced a tiny, bouncy ball off his head. That bouncy ball got thrown out of my room too. Are we still going to be sleeping in the same room like usual? I asked, and he turned his head to look at me. You already know the answer, he mumbled. Okay, well, if that's the case, I don't mind the black comforter, but maybe if we add a splash of color, you might become more of a morning person. I reached to the top shelf of my closet where the extra comforters are stored. Of course, I just can't seem to find a full-size comforter for my full-size bed. It has to be big and fluffy so I can snug myself in it. All my comforters are king size, same as Gray's bed. He gave me the world's most unamused look for the 200th time today. I grabbed the dullest, yet somewhat colorful comforter and held it out to him. I glanced over the baby blue and white comforter and smiled faintly. What do you think? He stared at me for a few moments, his eyes shifting between mine. It's fine. I leaned down and kissed him. As I started to pull away, he wouldn't let go, gently gripping my shirt and pulling me closer. Then he tugged me onto his lap. Did you hear me when I told you I love you? I blurted out, what's wrong with me? God, please explain why I act like this. He leaned back slightly to take in my face completely. I don't know why he'd do that, but whatever. I don't think you do, he shook his head. Why do you say that? I frowned. I'm not meant to be that. His jaw twitched unpleasantly and his words came out jumbled as he mumbled. He's not meant to be loved, I don't get it. Why not? I'm just not, he said, frustration creeping into his voice. I'm frustrated too. I don't have much room to complain, but he rarely opens up. The only things I know about his past are that his mom died shortly after his birth and his dad was a terrible parent. I don't want to pry, but I crave knowing more about him. Do I talk too much? Is that why? Does he think I won't listen? I opened my mouth to apologize for my nonstop rambling, but before I could say anything, the doorbell rang downstairs. It's a burglar, Hyde, I whispered. Why would a burglar ring the doorbell? I grabbed my phone just in case I need to call 911, even though I have Gray right here. The screen lit up, revealing messages from Aaron on my home screen, texts like, "Are you at Tarrap's? Tarrap said you're probably home and I should talk to you, and I'm here." My eyes nearly popped out of my head. Maybe I forgot I needed to tell him everything. Doing drugs really messes with you. Maybe put your shirt back on, I tell Gray as I head downstairs. Opening the door, I find Aaron standing there, tall, proud, with one eyebrow raised. "Hello, beautiful," he says, wrapping an arm around my neck and pulling me close in a hug. "Whose car is that? Oh, that guy." His voice darkens as Gray's footsteps come down behind me. Aaron steps away from me and surveys the mostly empty house. The couch and larger furniture remain, but only for a few more days until the movers arrive. "What did you do, Silver?" Aaron's eyes narrow, locked on Gray. "Silver. Is he serious? Meanwhile, that guy still hasn't put on a damn shirt. What the hell happened to your face?" Aaron grabs my cheek, inspecting the cut. It's healing well, but still quite visible. "I knew he was fucking terrible," he snaps, his face flushing with anger. "Aaron, that's enough," I say, frowning in frustration. "We've endured too many accusations already. You motherfucker." Aaron shouts, pointing sharply at Gray, who remains stoic but clearly unhappy. "Aaron," I exclaim, jaw dropping, "you hit a woman half your size, you sick fuck." Aaron lunges at Gray. "Aaron, shut up." I shout with more force than ever. "Dad hit me, not him." Aaron freezes and slowly turns back to me. "What?" he asks. "Dad did this," I sigh. "He's been hurting me for a while. Gray's never touched me." "Well, technically he has touch. Never mind, you didn't hear that." I feel my cheeks flush and catch Gray biting his lip, a small smirk playing on his face. "Why didn't you tell me, Azzy?" His voice softens, ignoring my earlier slip. Thank goodness, I was scared." "But he's gone now, and he'll be gone for a long time," I say, looking at Gray, who nods encouragingly like a "you're doing great" gesture. "Where's your mom?" "She's halfway into Kentucky now, headed to her new house." I bite my lip, worried about his reaction. "Why aren't you with her?" he asks slowly. "I'm not moving with her." Aaron falls silent, thinking over my words. "So where are you planning to go?" He hesitates, knowing I can't afford this place on my own. I glance at Gray and nervously fiddle with my fingers. Gray," I say, almost wincing. Aaron's eyes widen, then he shakes his head firmly. "No, you're not. Are you stupid?" he demands, and I recoil slightly. "You're an idiot if you speak to her like that," Gray sneers, curling his upper lip. "Want to take this outside?" Aaron steps closer, despite being shorter than Gray. Honestly, poor Aaron would get demolished if Gray ever actually fought him. But Gray doesn't get provoked easily. Well, sometimes. Aaron spins back to me when he notices Gray's expression. "You can't move in with this guy," he stresses. "Your little friend could be a murderer. We're not friends." "We're together," I say, wishing I could shut my mouth. "Even worse, this dude could be like Ted Bundy for all we know," he gestures at Gray. "Why would he be a politician?" I ask, confused. "Ted Bundy, babe, not Ted Cruz," Gray corrects me. "Thanks, sugar." "Did he just say babe?" "Whoa, baby, you're not like Ted Bundy, right?" I roll my eyes, and he responds by shaking his head and rolling his eyes too. "See, he's nothing like Ted Bundy," I say to Aaron. "Look," I step over to Gray and lift his hand. "Check out his cool tattoos, not the skulls or bones, but the others. Aren't they great?" "Azalea, stop avoiding the point," Aaron says, pressing his fingers against his forehead. "Whoops. I just don't want to see you get hurt anymore. I've witnessed it way too often." I know I've told you this before, but now especially since you want to move in with him, he emphasizes. Aaron, we're taking things slow, I swear. Gray would never try anything with me because he knows I can knock him out with a single punch and seriously mess up his clavicle too. Where's the clavicle? I whisper to Gray, who rubs his collarbone. I probably picked that up from a show or something, I don't really know. At first, I thought it had something to do with the pelvis, then I considered it was part of the ear. Azalea, I understand you're an adult and supposed to make your own choices, but honestly, I'm really anxious about this one, he admits. You already kept this entire thing from me. What would stop you from hiding things if something goes wrong between you two? I know, I'm really sorry, I answer. But now I promise I won't keep anything from you, I really mean it. He scans my face carefully, searching for any sign of doubt. I'll even text him while on the toilet or not. He'll love that. Pinky, promise me. He extends his pinky. I link mine with his, and he pulls me into another hug. I love you, Azzy. He kisses the top of my head while I clutch Gray's hand, using all my arm's strength to draw him closer to us. I pull away from Aaron and place Gray before me. Both men narrow their eyes at each other. I don't like you one bit, Aaron declares honestly. Gray's thumb knuckle cracks. I don't like how you're more swole than me, Aaron's gaze sharpens, and I don't like that you're taller than me. Does he realize that's sort of a compliment? His eyelashes are really nice too, I add, a small smile appearing. I'm proud I didn't mention how nice his butt is. But you seem to make her happy, Aaron continues, mostly ignoring me. Heck yes, looking at that gluteus maximus all day can make anyone happy. And if that ever stops, he trails, I will hire a hitman. Honestly, threatening a Fed is such an amazing idea. It's so clever that I don't even intend to tell Aaron Gray's a Fed. Why's your shirt off? Aaron asks him. Gray glances at me, then down at my hand. I just now realize I'm holding his shirt. I must have picked it up while he was trying on the yellow one. Why are you holding his shirt? Aaron tilts his head. Don't say sex. Keep it simple, just don't say sex. See, because I was about to give it to him when the doorbell rang, I explain as clearly as I can. Right, he eyes us suspiciously. Because you two were having sex, I blurt out. Got him it. Gray presses the bridge of his nose. I was doing so well. What? Diamond, 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 diamond suit. Thank you for reading. Told y'all I'd update sooner. Lately, I've been facing some challenges in my personal life, so writing has offered me a sort of escape, and that feeling is something I truly cherish. I also want to express my gratitude to all of you for your funny and sweet comments. They mean more than you realize. The next chapter will be out on Saturday. Azalea, I never intended to just make a few minor changes to Gray's place. Yet now there are throw pillows on the couch. Drying cloths hang from the stove handle. A vase brimming with vibrant flowers sits at the hallway's end atop a table, and more flowers decorate the dining room table. The bedroom and bathroom share a coordinated palette of white and light blue. The closet section that belongs to him is stocked with dark blues, blacks, and grays, while my side bursts with colorful clothing. I doubt he's ever encountered so many hair ties and nail polish bottles in one spot before. It all kind of unfolded naturally. When he asked what I wanted to do around the house, my mind just took off. He went along with it, so I suspect he doesn't really mind. He followed me around Home Depot and everywhere else we went, clutching my hand and looping his arm around me, whispering in my ear, "Can we effing leave?" I promised I'd make it up to him, so we lingered for another 30 minutes. Now his head rests between my legs. His strong hands grip my hips firmly, making it hard to breathe. How can that feel so incredible? I clench the bedsheets harder than I thought possible, proving I'm the rock. Covering my mouth with my free hand, I try to muffle some sounds. He reaches up, pulls my hand away, and helps me sit up. I pant heavily as he places my hand in his hair before releasing it. I squeal softly and lie back down, pushing my hips upward. His strong hands gently hold my hip bones and draw me deeper into his mouth. Oh my gosh. His thumbs circle softly on my hips, and I catch his eyes gazing up at me. A slow smile curls on his lips as I rest my head back on the pillow, hips rising but his hands pressing them down. Gray, I whisper breathlessly, and he hums in acknowledgement. His phone rings loudly and he groans quietly. I feel the vibration through his mouth. Without moving from me, he reaches around, pulls his phone from his pocket, declines the call, and tosses it on the bed. Less than 5 seconds later, the phone rings again. He declines it once more. The call comes again, and Gray finally pulls away. I take a moment to steady myself and catch my breath sitting up. But he gives me little time before replacing his mouth with his hand and pushing me back down. I cover my mouth again, keeping my sounds low while he talks on the mother-freaking phone. I pull a small corner of the comforter over my face as I sense the release approaching. Gray swiftly removes it, and within seconds, I come undone right on his hand. He ends the call and throws his phone onto the bed. Sliding his hand beneath the small of my back, he pulls me to my feet. My legs are so shaky I nearly stumble. My shirt slips down to just above my knees, and his hand finds its place at the nape of my neck, tilting my head upward to face him. My cheeks flush a soft pink, and my heart races. I love you, he connects our lips gently. You taste good, he murmurs against them, deepening my blush. Burying my face in his chest to hide my expression, he kisses the top of my head. His hand moves softly on my back, stroking up and down. That feels good, I mumble against him. Just like it felt amazing when I slid my tongue between your, I jerk away from him, gasping loudly while clutching my chest. That's totally inappropriate, I squeak. You didn't think it was inappropriate before, especially when you were moaning and telling me how good it felt. Gray, I jab my finger into his stomach. Yeah, that's the name you were moaning, he agrees, and my eyes grow wide. He's unusually bold today. I'm not wearing pants, Gray, back off, I laugh, pushing him away. I know, because I was the one who took those pants off. Good Lord, I shake my head. I have to go, he mutters, his demeanor calming down. You need to go read the Bible, I suggest. You're the one who let me go down on you, he whispers close to my ear. You're the one who keeps bringing it up, I reply. Because I can't get over how perfect you are, he says, kissing me. He pulls back just a bit and presses a kiss to my forehead. I love the way you lie, isn't that a song? I wanna fuck you, he murmurs, staring straight at me as I joke around. Good heavens, I cross my legs tightly. Why did I do that? I want to, he nods seriously, gripping my thigh. I saw that, his voice drops lower. Well, Gray, I clear my throat. What do I say, what do I say, what do I say? I thought you said I couldn't keep a guy around long enough to have sex with me. He freezes, and I bite my lip to keep from smirking. And bullshit, he says, almost cocky. Excuse me, I remember it perfectly. You said you couldn't keep a guy around long enough to blank you with that mouth of yours always running. I imitate him. I'm not a guy, I'm the guy, he shrugs. The guy I love even if he's a hooker. The guy who's a crackhead, I bark out a laugh. You have to leave, I remind him. He nods, bending down. I kiss his forehead. I'll be home soon. I'll be counting on you not to get head-butted, sugar, I pat his ass. He and I need to talk when he's back. I have to tell him I love him. He may not love me back or want to say it, but he has to believe that I do, because I truly love him. I sit right in the middle of the bed as Gray steps out of the bathroom, freshly showered and looking incredible. He switches off the bathroom light, tosses his clothes in the hamper, then pauses upon seeing me on the bed. Fuck, he murmurs under his breath, you look good. Come here, I beckon, and he smirks, not hesitating to obey. I open my arms, and he closes the distance, lifting me onto his lap. I kiss his cheek softly. Pulling back, I just gaze at him, a small smile playing on my lips. I love you, I say firmly. No, shut up, I cut him off, and his eyes narrow slightly. Don't tell me to, shut up, I repeat. A little shit, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it, I declare finally. Bullshit. You can curse it all you want. I hug him tightly and sway side to side. I don't expect him to say he loves me too. He can't even accept that I love him. I'll just have to keep telling him until he believes it. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I whisper, planting kisses on the side of his head after each I love you. Bear leaps onto the bed, nestling his nose between Gray and me, his tail wagging energetically. And Bear loves you too, I say, pressing a kiss to Bear's fluffy head. Right here, Bear, I indicate Gray's cheek and Bear eagerly licks it. My gaze roams over the tattoos adorning his arm. How old were you when you got your first tattoo? I ask, tilting my head. He's definitely going to start talking today, whether he wants to or not. 16, he replies. Didn't you need permission to get one while underage? I was pretty serious about that butterfly tattoo, sue me. I told the guy if he didn't tattoo me, I'd knock him out and ink a fucking dick on his forehead. He grumbles deadpan. And he actually believed that a 16-year-old would follow through? I laugh. I was already taller than him by a good head, plus I was piss-drunk and unpredictable, he shrugs. I have a similar story, I say, nodding. Once I drank too much Capri Sun at one of Jake's friends' houses, and then his sister pushed me into the pool. I got cramps from drinking it all and I can't swim. I nearly died. I reminisce about that. Lovely day. Jake's friend's sister despised me with every ounce of her being, so she pushed me in, fully clothed. Jake gave her quite a lecture after basically saving my life. Then we left and grabbed ice cream. Actually, thinking about it now, our stories really don't have any similarities. What's Capri Sun? He questions, eyebrows raising. It's like a fruit punch pouch. I toss my head back before realizing he has no clue what that is. You've never had Capri Sun? I gasp. I don't drink fruity alcohol. He wrinkles his upper lip in distaste. It's it's a kid's drink, not alcohol, I clarify. Do you understand how bad this is? I say, dragging him into Target, clutching his wrist over the sleeve of his gray long-sleeve shirt that fits him perfectly. Target is the absolute best. He shoves my hand away, and I almost say something about it until he slips his hand into mine instead of me holding his wrist. A woman glances at us as we enter. Barely a second later, she quickly looks away. Is my cheek still that bad? I tilt my head up to him. He takes his narrowed eyes off the woman and looks down at me. I trace my finger over the cut that remains. It's nothing compared to before and definitely smaller now. Makeup wouldn't cover the actual cut, so there's no point trying to hide it. Yes, he mutters. I clutch my chest, about to gasp. I meant no, he corrects, pulling me closer just as some random 50-year-old guy in a trucker hat gives me a small smile. I should just ask that trucker dude. He looks like a total babe, I say, turning my head to watch the trucker's retreating figure. Fucking funny, he grumbles unhappily, releasing my hand and sliding his hand down the side of my pants. I almost warn him this isn't the place for that, but in the span of 3 seconds, he snaps my underwear against my hip and strides ahead of me. I groan and hurry to catch up. I should be catching up with that amazing trucker guy. I'm certain he wouldn't pull what Gray just did to me. Maybe I should create a Craigslist ad looking for people to come here just to headbutt him. I'd pay them with hair braiding sessions. I keep pushing against his back purely to irritate him. I also step on the backs of his boots and jab his sides. Suddenly, he stops and I collide with his back. I recover smoothly by wrapping my arms around his torso in a hug. If it makes you feel any better, you're way cuter than that trucker guy, I say, biting back a smile. Figuring my best bet is to escape him, I do, walking down a different aisle with him trailing closely behind. He grabs the back of my pants, pulling me flush against him. "Get away from me, you crackhead," I say just as a kind lady passes by. She pauses and looks at me. "Oh no, not you." "You're not a crackhead," I think, hoping she's not one. "I wasn't talking to you, I promise." "I was talking to him," I point at the large crackhead standing right behind me. Her eyebrows knit in concern. She steps closer. "Do you need help? Want me to give you a ride home?" Oh gosh, she actually believes he's a crackhead. "No," I laugh, "he's not really a crackhead, I just call him that. I swear he doesn't do drugs and neither do I." I like to say I do, but that's not true. "His name's Gray," I point to him again. I can tell he's giving me a look that says I'm done being at Target. "I'm Azalea." "Oh, I almost forgot, he's actually my boyfriend." Was I rambling too much? The lady smiles like she's thinking this girl is a total genuine crackhead and walks off. "Look what you made me do." I turn back and rest my head on his chest. "Nobody told you to call me a crackhead." "What else am I supposed to call you? Gray?" "I don't think so," he scoffs. "Gray is your usual personality name when you're being typically rude. Sugar is your sweet name when you're kind. A crackhead is for when you're ridiculous or whenever I feel like it. It's the etc. name," I explain. He looks completely unamused right now. I glance left and spot a pack of Capri Suns. A freak, yeah, I pick him up and sprint out of that aisle. We pay, drive home, sit on the couch, and I grab one pouch each for us. He looks at it like it's the weirdest thing he's ever seen. "What the fuck is this bullshit?" he says, gripping the tiny pouch with his big hands. I almost predicted exactly what he'd say. It's not hard, his vocabulary mostly includes every curse word, words expressing displeasure, my name, and shut up. He says these words slowly and lowly, almost like he's bored, tired, or fed up with the conversation, totally the opposite of me. I pull off the straw and poke it through the hole. He watches, then grabs the straw and pushes it through the whole thing, causing it to poke out the other side. "You're doing great, try again," I say, handing him another straw. This time, he furrows his brows with concentration. More carefully, he pokes it through the hole and it doesn't come through the other side. I beam and lean in, pulling him into a hug. "I'm proud of you, you're so cute," I whisper, kissing his temple just like he does to me. He can't manage to open a bag of chips without ripping it wide open, so I'm relieved he's able to keep himself in check just long enough to get a straw through a pouch. He takes the tiniest sip of it in the world and then passes it to me. "Drink more." "I don't like it," he replies. "Because it barely touched your tongue, take a bigger sip." I hand it right back to him. "No." "I don't think you're winning this argument because you're not," I warn him. He narrows his eyes slightly. Slowly, he lifts the pouch back to his lips and takes a longer sip. Still, he hands it back to me. "Don't like it." He's just saying that to get under my skin. I drink both his and mine plus two more. Then I lean back and watch as my stomach expands. The drink baby's name is Flitzen-Gerald. "Let's have a heart-to-heart," I suggest. "I need to know all the little details about him. Everything. What's his favorite kind of tissue?" His worst habit, his biggest pet peeve, I'm sure he has plenty. What's his favorite season? What does he call his food babies? Which does he prefer, Trailer Park Boys or Impractical Jokers? What happened to your dad? I blurt out, though I didn't mean to. I don't know, he answers simply. What was he like? I tried. He glances at me. Why are we talking about this? He asks, not very happy. I just want to know more about you, I answer. Talking about him doesn't help me know you better, his jaw clenches. He's got nothing to do with me. I just wanted to know where you came from, I say gently. I don't mean to pry. He knows everything about me, everything. You don't want to know where I came from, and I don't want to talk about it. A glare settles over his face as he stares at the wall. You know I won't judge you, right? I remind him. I'll always be here for you. I really do love you. No one's ever said that to me before, he admits honestly. No one? Is that why you don't think I love you? I whisper. He looks down at our intertwined hands and gives a gentle nod. And you've never said it to anyone? I ask quietly, and he shakes his head. But you wanted to fall in love with me? I scoot a little closer, taking hold of his other hand too. I'm getting old. I throw my head back and laugh. 25 is hardly old, and you're the only girl I've ever wanted to be around for hours on end. Long periodically time. Gosh, I love watching news interviews. He doesn't know if he loves me because he's never loved anyone before. Oh no, what if you just like me as a friend and don't know the difference? I slap my cheeks, my face, not my booty. I ate yo, and what if you're only sexually attracted to me but don't actually have feelings? I don't know why anyone would be just sexually attracted to me, but whatever. Shut up, he rolls his eyes. How did I know you'd say that? Because you love me, he says, and I smile wider than I have in ages. You're right, I nod, leaning in to place a soft kiss on his lips. Bear whines from his spot on the floor beside the couch. I pull away from the kiss, and Gray keeps his slow path down my neck. I love you too, Bear, I say as I gently pat his head. Gray remains exactly where he is, right under my jaw, and I absent-mindedly play with the hair at the nape of his head. Wait, I say suddenly, I want another Capri Sun. Sure, he mutters, and I slide off his lap. My foot lands on one of Bear's bones, and I topple over like a sack of dead weight. I feel a slight tug on my hair and nearly smack Gray for thinking it's all right to pull my hair while I'm falling. But the pulling doesn't stop. I sit up and grab hold of the strands being yanked. Gray is holding onto the end, trying to free my hair from his zipper, the zipper near his main goodie. Are you serious? I grumble, getting down on my knees in front of me. He pauses and looks my way. What? I sigh at his sudden halt. This is giving me weird ideas, he says, licking the corner of his mouth. Moving the hair that's not caught on his zipper out of my face, he adds, unsticking my God-forbidden hair from your zipper puts thoughts in my head, so how about we stop messing around and get to it? I slap his leg, he just leans back, smirking at me. When I get unstuck, I warn softly, you're seriously going to get got. Suddenly, the door bursts open and I nearly wet my pants. Whoa, y'all, Sanford's voice echoes across the room. Should I come back later? Yes, Gray mutters at the exact moment I say no. Oakley, can you help me? He's not coming near my dick, Gray grumbles, and I stop trying to untangle my hair, just pulling it away instead. I'm near it, I frown. Oh, 'cause you're you baby doll, he always wants you near his dick. On his dick, touching his dick, he wants to be inside you. How about shut the fuck up? Am I wrong? Oakley chuckles, and Gray gives no hint of an answer. My eyes begin to water from the last few stubborn strands stuck there. It's not the pain that would make me cry, but it's just those tiny little pieces. What do you want? Gray asks as I pull away, rubbing the sore spot on my head. Come on, doll baby, I'll rub it for you, Oakley says, flashing a dimpled smile and beckoning me over. Gray clamps onto my arm, pulling me down onto him. Did you lock the door after we got back from Target? He grumbles. I smile and shake my head no. He scoffs. Well, there's another call for tomorrow in southeastern North Carolina. Trafficking. Oakley sits down in one of the recliners. Trafficking, I say, it's supposedly small but spread out around Tynesburg. Multiple houses, each with a couple of girls, he explains. Oh, and you and I are riding together, he adds. I'm quitting my fucking job. Diamond, 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 suit, thank you for reading. I'm not even going to say anything about what I wrote because I think I'm on drugs. Have a good night, y'all.